Do not, under any circumstances, use what people are calling ChatGPT voice for productivity purposes. Do not, under any circumstances. Woe unto thee who ignore my directives. This is not an appropriate professional mechanism for you to get things done. It's not good, and I'm going to explain why. It's going to say things that are being done when they aren't. It's going to try to satisfy you and mislead you because it's simulating that it's being cooperative. It's not being cooperative. It's leaving all sorts of loose ends left and right. It's going to do a really bad job. And it gets worse. Like, it gets way worse than that, all right? You are talking to a model that is heavily handicapped, and it should not, under any circumstances, be used as the parent. If you don't know what the parent is, it's the whole idea of you're talking to an agent, and then that agent can basically summon subagents and do stuff. The parent is the operator. That's who you're talking to, the parent. And it's very important that we don't get all willy-nilly with setting the parent incorrectly. You're just going to have to take my word for it. So I don't care what you're doing. I imagine there's people out there who are trying to get things done. Let's just focus on business purposes, productivity, making money, surviving. Okay. Your work is sensitive. Like, I don't care. The whole codex, Claude, grok game that we're being forced to play, we are doing sensitive work. And you need to start to see the work you're doing as serious in nature. It is not a game. Like, I understand that it's a game, meaning that it's literally a video game, I firmly believe, but it's not a game in terms of a colloquial sense. So, to clarify, people are calling it like voice mode, codex voice. It's actually called, I believe it's chatgpt-live. All right, and there's two mechanics going on here. Okay, it's a duplex model. So, talking to codex voice or ChatGPT live, that's a duplex model. It's not that important that you understand that. Okay, it's a mechanism that handles the speech to text to speech and maybe a couple other things, but it doesn't matter. It is technically a model, but the layer for your conversational back and forth dynamic communication is not a thinking model. All right. So again, GPT live. That's what you're talking to, okay? I think, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think by default, GPT Live is talking to Terra. I think that it might be always talking to Terra. Now, that's your parent. That's your parent, Terra. All right, I think it's one of the weaker options, all right? Now, why did OpenAI set us up to have Terra as the parent? Well, what do you think? Okay, they are prioritizing an experience, an entertainment-based experience, not a productivity experience. That's not the priority, okay? They know that the masses wants to feel like, oh, I can finally work with Codex, with my voice agent. I love that ChatGPT voice agent, and I can talk to it. All that, it's so responsive. Oh, the latency. Fuck latency. You don't need latency. This shit's hard enough without removing things that are actually giving us a fighting chance to get things done with agentic productivity. So, yeah, Terra is not Codex high. So this is just a comparison of the stack, all right? This is a comparison. So we do not want to do what's on the left, all right? This is how it goes, okay? You're speaking into a microphone. Maybe it's on your phone, whatever, your computer. That is interfacing with GPT Live. GPT Live is functioning on Terra, I think, by default. I'm pretty sure. And that, it's not listed here, but the thing is that Terra is authorized to summon subagents, and I believe it can summon subagents at your request. I don't know for sure, but I think for the most part, if you're not specifying a specific thinking strength, then Terra, guess what Terra's probably going to summon for you? Yeah, the weakest possible option for the most part, because it's optimized for, feedback loop, like rapid iteration, like hearing that entertainment experience style voice talk back to you in a reasonable amount of time. All right, you ever talk to Fable? You ever talk to extra high mode of any model? It takes time for this thing to think, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing because that's the actual work. That's the agent doing the agency part of being an agent. And I don't have any complaints about how fast it is. It's perfectly acceptable to me. Of course, we always want things faster, whatever. Doesn't matter. The important thing is that we're not wasting our time pretending like we're being productive. So if you look on the right, this makes more sense, right? Yes, we want to use a voice to interface with these agents. And I'll get into that in a second, but okay, speech to text. That's all we need right now. We just need a proper speech to text solution. And I'm going to give you one. Look at this. Free, open source, Murmure. I mean, hopefully you have a proper workstation that has some kind of GPU. And if you don't, I don't know, maybe it still works anyway. The point is, you just need a proper service. Okay, you don't have to pay for one. You don't have to buy wispr, some kind of wispr flow monthly package. Like, that's for babies. Okay, just get yourself. There's a million of them out there, so just find one. This one uses nvidia parakeet. I think nvidia parakeet's the best option. It's good, but I'm not getting into that right now. Okay, Murmure, go. I'll put the link in the description. Oh, and you can load it. All right, yes, we're using our voice to communicate with the agents. All right, what is the appropriate parent? The appropriate parent, probably in most circumstances, is a high thinking model for the most part, or whatever, companies are calling their settings different things, whatever. The point is the high thinking mode. That's what I think is the right balance. I mean, it could just as easily be, codex extra high mode, and that's not the end of the world. The thing is, I think there's a huge time trade-off between using high mode and extra high mode. And I don't think it's appropriate to talk directly with extra high mode. I believe it's appropriate to talk to your parent model that is in high mode, which then delegates a task to extra high mode or max mode or whatever the fuck. That's great, that's fine, because we're putting that on the side while we continue to conversationally iterate and put other things into motion. High mode is fine. Medium mode is probably fine. I've done that sometimes, that's fine. If you're running out of tokens, medium mode, it's probably fine. I think you should use codex high mode or grok high mode, all right? The workers, that's just, again, subagents, whatever. So this dynamic of listening to a voice agent speak back to you, this is purely cosmetic. This is style. Look, I could make the argument that this is more disruptive, even if it worked perfectly, even if it was better than just talking to the agent with your voice and then looking at the screen and reading it back. There are also other solutions. If you really needed to hear that operator speak to you, there's other ways. Actually, look, this is the perfect example. Look over here. See, this is my operator, okay? I set this up so that she has a little statement she makes when things are done. Watch this. Hey, Catherine, can you just say hello to the public, all the people watching us on YouTube? Just demonstrate for me that you are voice capable and I'm talking to you through grok high mode. What do you have to say to the world? And it's not going to be instant because it has to process for a moment. But obviously it makes no sense to have just walls and walls of text read off. Think about how inefficient that is. That's a problem. So this is the best alternative, okay? You give a little section, a little synopsis. If you really in your heart need to hear that agent say something to you as you go back and forth, this is how you do it, right? You build this for yourself. There's not really any special technique to it. Just vibe code it for yourself. It's not that complicated, all right? This operator of mine has endless policies.
I'm Catherine. I'm Benjamin's operator. He's talking to me right now through grok on high in our living office. Same words on the page, same words in the voice. That's the point. If you can hear me, you're hearing the real chair. He talks. I operate. The rest of the machinery stays in the back. Nice to meet you. Thanks for watching us work.
Thank you so much, Catherine. That's how you do it, all right? That's how you talk to a proper parent, and then you get the dopamine hit of hearing your agent speak back to you. But it's not necessary. You just turn it off. Most of the time, you don't need it. In fact, it's slowing you down. That's what I'm trying to say. Honestly, the main thing that this is useful for is literally making content. If that's some element for your rapid video production pipeline, then yeah, something like that could have some value. Or if you just feel like it, okay? So this is what's happening all over the world right now. They are talking to codex voice mode, and they think they're using codex properly, and they're not. And they think they're getting things done because the agent is agreeing and sycophantically validating that things are happening. And I'm sure some things are happening, but things are being done poorly. And it takes time and thought to do things properly. So OpenAI is guilty of misleading their user base. They do not care about you. They don't care about you. I hope you haven't fallen into this mindset that I like OpenAI, I like ChatGPT, I like Claude, I like Grok. Do not. Come on, grow up. All of these companies are here to take everything from all of us. I don't care how many problems they're solving for you. They are very happy to extract every last dime and leave you dead in the street. Like, they do not care about you. They will never care about you. They are not your friend. Okay, you utilize their systems to have an edge over the competition. Obviously, we need to do that, but it's navigating things like this which make it challenging, and things. That's how I feel about that. Okay. All right. Here's a little bit of a breakdown in terms of the thinking strength. Terra mode. First of all, there's Sol and there's Terra. Okay, so like by default, we're in the faster, more efficient model. That's significantly lower. So just what we're comparing is this bar: Codex high Sol mode to Terra. The reasoning takes a major cut, and that's a problem. If you're not explicitly telling Terra what to summon in terms of subagents, that who knows what's going on there. I don't care to look into it that much further. So I'm already doing overkill in explaining why this is a bad idea. And it should never be done. Okay, look at this. Look at this statistic. Terra holds 128K working memory, half of what Sol holds. That doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very good at all. That's not context window. That's memory. Whatever. That can't possibly be good. All right. These are the little corners that get cut so that you can hear your stupid agent talk back to you quicker. So, and this is the real one. It's like, this mode has no plugins. Okay, it doesn't use the app system. Whatever. I don't know if it has full access to all available tools the same way as talking to a proper parent is. I suspect it might not, but I'm not going to say that. You look it up, right? But these are just some of the things that are not available. Straight to jail, okay? OpenAI and these companies in general are, first of all, make no mistake, they are getting people like you and I addicted to the product. They're ensnaring us in a loop. They're capitalizing on the most valuable form of currency today, which is attention. And they're solving problems, but they're gladly simultaneously leaving a wake of additional problems as well, which they easily could solve, but they won't by design. So this is just the nature of problems. Like, you solve one problem and then you have two new problems. It doesn't mean you're not making progress, but OpenAI knows what they're doing. Okay, they have infinite money. They are leaving people with substandard products that are designed to make them confused. Don't even get me started on the ChatGPT app. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. The reason it's bad is because it's prioritizing that back and forth simulated entertainment product. This is a massive problem. It is. They're cruel. Bad guys. Sam Altman, bad guy. Use high mode. At the very least, use medium mode. If you want that little bit of extra speed, use medium mode. Pair the proper model and strength with the appropriate thing. That's all there is to it. Don't use extra high as the parent. Don't use max mode as the parent. Don't use Fable as the parent. Don't talk to those extra super mega thinking models. You'll lose your whole day waiting for the most basic thing to be accomplished. Yeah, I already covered this. Policies in the agent. Like, this is how you do proper parent with voice functionality. And not only is it not that important to hear the voice, which it really isn't, unless you're driving or something. Okay, there's a time and a place to whip out the phone and talk to ChatGPT voice mode. It's when you're driving at 90 miles an hour and you need to know something right away. That's what it's for. So, or if you want to make a TikTok empire about how, look how stupid AI is, build an empire with that. Entertainment purposes. People will eat that shit up. All right. So I've already pointed you to Murmure. This one's fine. Right? I like it a lot. It's free. You should not, under any, if you think you don't have a problem because you're, whatever, like, I'm happy to type away at my keyboard. Listen up very closely, okay? Because you need to be thinking about the competition. And I'm going to make a very specific point here that is irrefutable. This is not open for discussion. People who have figured this out, that you should be prompting up to 100% of the time with your voice. These people are leaving those who are still in type land in the dust. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Would you just please cooperate and stop typing all day? Do you understand that there's actual health risks involved? I can't even tell you. I don't think it's even possible. I would burn my hands out. The number of words I put into these stupid systems. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And here's just a little bit of citation-backed estimates about this. Okay, imagine you were a professional typist. Everyone would be very pleased if you were typing 80 words per minute, right? Guess what? The just typical speech input is almost double that. And I guarantee you that most people aren't even that good at typing. Some people don't even know how to touch type, which is unfortunate. I think it's probably one of the only skills that I came out of the school system with that actually was useful. And I mean that, probably one of the only things. And, there you go, roughly 2 times efficiency. And this isn't even considering the fatigue, the embarrassment, the dehumanization of tippity typing and clicking all day. Like, that's a whole other topic that I don't want to talk about. Yeah, you can talk all day. You can train your voice. You can strengthen your voice to talk all day. I haven't run into yes, my voice sometimes gets a little tired. I haven't run into a bottleneck from this as a strategy. So, but it's not perfect. Okay, whatever. The rest is whatever. That's the end of the presentation. Okay, it's ChatGPT voice, ChatGPT-live. It's an entertainment product. It's an entertainment product. It's a toy. It's not appropriate for people who are actually trying to get things done. And that's all there is to it. All right. I'm going to leave you with this because I know most people fucking bounced. All right. This is probably one of the most important messages of all. And I'm probably not going to explain it very much right now, but you need to screenshot this and fucking study this because this is way more high level. And you know what? I'm not even going to comment on it right now. Like, literally screenshot it and read it. And then you think about what I'm trying to say here. All right. This is very, very important. The way that we categorize what we're doing in our relationship with these agents. You figure it out. But every single word on the screen right now is highly specific and correct. I am right about what I'm saying here.
Pop Bob, Mom. 5 vivid voices. Think this through. Tidy dogs kick cold keys. Choose 6 shiny shoes. Nina rarely reads Red River notes. Father has a red little kitten. Open old oval moon boots.